Alright, just gonna record a couple games here tonight. This is Hex and Glory. Still in Celestial. I'm not sure you can actually demote, but dropped really low, got back up into the under 6k, so hopefully can get a couple wins here and move on with our lives. I do have 3,000 gold, so I think I might do some shopping quick. See if we get anything cool. One of my favorite parts of the game is just this pack opening aspect. Direwolf, cool. Spiritbound Djinn, cool. Enslaved Harpy, cool. Nothing really worth anything thus far. Scholar. Ooh, Succubus Seducer. Decent. I'm pretty sure I'm full up on those though. Let's do another one. Blow through this gold quick. I'm gonna go a little faster this time. That's actually really good. Artifact. Heatwave Foil. I think that's my second one of that. That's cool. Loyal Griffin. Firebolt. Blessed Inquisitor is pretty good. I have it already, but decent. I really want something I want to just like celebrate about. I don't know that I'll get it here. Kaplow. Bokashi Scout, that's actually a good card. Really useful for the Academy, which I don't play. Rakshasa Raja. Probably one of the best pound for pound units in the game. That immune to retaliation with 5 attack is really nice. Ooh, Sun Crusader. That's actually a decent pull. Flanking attack gains +3, that means 8. For 5 cost, that's pretty good. Angry Wyvern is really strong too. But nothing that really has me jumping for joy. Arcano Master. Oh, Mancer. The Dispel is useful, but I have like 5 of them, I feel like, so. Yeah, nothing too major. Going to play kind of a Zerg spell deck. Let's see if we can get some traction here. A lot of people are playing newer, like in the Academy and Celestial.
Let the experiment begin.
Theoretically, what I have should counter it if I can get enough damage out quickly. But I feel like my combo might have more burst potential, but they have way more control, so it's kind of a problem. So we just gotta be quick. I actually like this start. We'll see what I can do with it. Got a Breeder, a Maniac, and a Fanatic. Fanatic is kind of like the bread and butter of this comp, because it gives you free Firebolts, which are a 0 mana spell, which can trigger other things, so. We'll see what he puts down. So, this guy's ranked 7,582. The matchmaking is really interesting in this game because I've faced guys in the top 50. And I've base guy is obviously lower than me. Today lowest I faced was an Emerald 4 guy, and I actually lost that match. Don't want to talk about it. Okay. He's got that weapon that's going to give him some decent attack. His units on the ground don't really scare me right now. I'm going to hit them with this fat heat wave though. Take this guy out too. And my hero's going to eat 4 damage probably. Or he's going to be forced to go after the Maniac because they do a lot of damage. Ideally, I will use the Maniac and the Fanatic to kind of burn that weapon that he's got there. See, he already just used 1 charge, so this should be the 2nd charge. Kablamo. No, I've got 1 attack on Noor, so I can use my Breeder. Every time this unit takes damage, it pops out one of these bad boys, which can add up over time. So I'm just going to double up damage. Kapow! 17. Boom. Pretty decent start. I like to keep Lava Stream in my hand if at all possible, just for like the Rajas that we saw earlier when opening decks. Just really handy at clearing out either, the tank units or the units you just don't want on the board that are ground. Alright. I have Ignatius, and he is a beast when it comes to fire spells. If I put this card down, there's a very good chance he's going to try and get it off the board as soon as possible. Likely using spells, but I think it's worth the gamble at this point in time. He makes all my fire spells cost 0 on the turn, so that's 8 right there. 9, 10. Yeah, let's just see how we do here. I am by no means a pro at this game. There are some really good players, but I feel like if I can help anyone out, see, there we go. I called it. Just immediate resources to stop that guy, which what makes sense, but oh well. Rally flag. He's probably got a couple of them. He's gonna try and go to work. Yeah, that was... I could see that one coming a mile away. Breeder Progenitor. Okay. Kind of wasted an attack on that, I feel, but it's not very dangerous on its own. 2 damage. I'm gonna be around 10. Boom. I used to really preach about fighter. Offense is also good depending on your strategy. I feel like fighter is a good call for me on this one. Okay. If the cards come right, I could probably win this turn. We'll see. Like I said, the idea against Noor, especially, I didn't like that. That's not what I want. But you just gotta work with what you're given, right? We'll see what they can do. Like I said, they have a lot of control, so well, they should, anyways, if they build their deck correctly. That's a good artifact to defend. That'll force me to break a shield before I can put damage on. So at the start of the turn, he's got the shield, so I'm going to have to break that. Kaplow. And as you can see, since he's stunned, no damage was repeated back to Ignatius. Summon that construct. That was lucky that it was a tank, but okay. Never give up, never surrender. I'm going to play 2 tanks next turn just to keep the pressure off my hero. I feel like he's going to try and win this game, which I don't blame him. I actually need to get rid of one of those guys. I need some spells. My lifesaver is this dagger or sword. I typically don't play this until I'm around 15 health. As a general rule, just it has a limited amount of uses. There's that control I was talking about, which is fine. He can't really do a whole heck of a lot right now. Play a tank, then I'm gonna actually play the Imp Jester. He's a bad dude. That's really all I can do this turn. Or all I care to do. I could kill the scout, but it ain't worth. I'm actually just going to hold until the next turn. I mean, I could have got 1 damage down on him, but he's got
a new formula succeeds. Yeah.
I feel like I should have shuffled one of those lava streams, but it is what it is. Alright, this should be the win here. He's got a Titan. So first things first, I'm going to play her, get that spell. I'm going to play Homeboy McGee here, get a bonus to attack. That'll raise this to 6. That gets him off the board. I'm going to hit this lady with the fat spell. And unless he puts down another tank, that should be really be the cookie. How the cookie crumbles here. I'm sure he's going to hit me with another 30 spells here. But we have the Jester, which increases that cost by 2, so not much. Ooh. I don't know that I've ever seen that one before. That's cool. Got 4 mana, 4 health. Not mana, gold. Sorry. And that's game. GG's. That's win number 1. The right direction. I would like to be a top 5,000 player by the end of the day, so I'm just going to keep going. I think I'm like 6-2 today, so pretty decent day. Alright, Sins Become Us, cool name, 2818. Mirror again. So again, trying to get as much base damage done as possible, and then burst down at the end. Probably going to be a little bit more challenging. Someone at that rank typically has better cards. I'm going to keep that out there. I like the Breeder because it really just kind of helps you control the board, and those little pesky guys that they poop out just are annoying. So That will do for turn 1. Let's see what he's got. One of the features I'd really like to see is a Void Ripple. That was a really early Void Ripple. As you can see, the breeder is really public enemy number 1. So this trinket didn't, or this artifact didn't really pop up last game. This is kind of what I build my deck on. Basically, it does a damage to 2 random enemies. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Tanks are at a premium in this game, and I like to just keep them alive as long as possible. It gives me a little bit of a buffer. That 1 damage just isn't worth the 2 damage towards my protector. Imp Jester. I do have a tank up. Could play that. When my breeder dies, I also have this just to really be obnoxious. I'm gonna hold off on spells. As you can see, he had 3 spells up in his deck. When you play these guys, it will actually glow what cards it's affecting that are in their hand. So he's got 3 spells in his hand right now. At least that's my theory. I'm not 100% on that, but just once again, he's waged war on the the larva. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to keep the tank and the jester as healthy as possible. And I think I'm going to start hitting this bad boy with some spells. There we go. So, about to get a little nasty for this guy. I don't feel bad at all. 1 rune, 2 rune. I should probably save them for the actual turn, but I don't want this guy to get any more experience this turn. Down to 14. Be a real big shame if I threw here. Just remember the control aspect that they have. And they have some crazy spells. He used a Void Ripple already, which basically deletes any unit from the game he wants. He just dispelled my Jester, rendering him essentially useless, minus that 1 damage. Yeah. He's got a decent deck. I think I just had a good start. You know, since she's stunned or blinded, I suppose is what it's called, she can't really hurt my guys, so we're all going face on her right now. Which will put them down to 7. If I get like a fireball, it's over. No fireball, but I still think it's over. We'll see what she puts out. XP. Yeah. Yep. Probably meta magic, yeah. That's it.
New formula succeeds.
Again, it just glowed 2 spell cards. There's one of them. That's a pretty handy dandy card. Divine Intervention. It gives you 10 health, and it also gives you Divine Shield. So, heck yeah, kudos to you for using that.
An elegant maneuver.
he thinks he's one or something, so I'm just gonna. We ain't about that life. This will do 2 to each. There we go. GG. Nice. 2-0. As I said, this is really. I got really sick of getting stomped by Nur. I dropped so far. I think I was down near 7,000 last week. Just felt like, was this a fluke that I got up here? But I did some research and got some tech going. We're 2-0 in this session, everyone. 2 Nurs so far. The Academy Control decks. Shylight, Slava Griffin. Haven's like the Alliance, if we liken this to World of Warcraft terms, right? They're just. It's like the Sons of Lothar or some sort of paladin group, right? They're all about the holy light and honor and justice, yada yada yada. And that's okay. But they have some of the best spells in the game. That Divine Intervention that the guy used last match. That's a base card. That's not a base card, but it's a Haven card. They got a dragon. They got a dude who super buffs the hero that you have. They've got cleave guys, if you let them get control of the board, they will run away with it. Just let me get these things set up for base. We'll see if he wants to use an artifact destroying spell. It's always kind of a risk throwing him out there early, but a ring of caution. Basically, whenever someone deals or gets damaged, it re-heals them for 1. So I'm not going to do a whole heck of a lot here. He's that's the strat. Okay, cool. It's gonna really buff him up. He's gonna be at 7/7 by the end of this turn. There we go. 7/7. That's awesome, actually. It's a smart start by Shylight. Yeah. We might have to do something about you. Oh yes, we might just have to do something about you there, Mr. Blazing Glory. Dude, Blazing Glory is bae, holy moly. That's cool. Animated Blazing Glory. It's like Superwoman. I haven't actually seen an animated one yet. It's cool. So, most people would try and kill the Elite Squire and overlook this guy over here, who's a real nuisance. So we're gonna kill him as we can. That worked out really well. I'm already getting really close to the point where I'm gonna have to use this, so I'm kind of happy that's in my hand. I'm gonna eat 10 damage here. Well, 7. Now I start getting dangerous, and this is where Arachne will pay dividends, because it's going to heal me basically for 5 health unless someone's immune to retaliation, like this cute little eagle hero, guys like that. The Fate Bender is pretty crucial to my deck as well. I am going to throw another ball out at these guys, so I'm going to try and hold off for one more turn. Try and hold off one more turn on the super weapon if possible. But I got rid of the Griffin. That was a really pesky creature. Rally flag +3, so I'll be down to... That was rude, man. Just a lowly imp. Kablow. Here we go. I'm going to be down to 3 health. Oh, okay. I feel like he feels threatened. He kept that tank out there. If he thought like he was going to win this turn, he definitely could have. I'm going to get rid of that guy. Ended me. I think my odds are still pretty low, but gonna try our darndest, right? Got 11 gold. Lose 6 here. I mean, primarily I'm going to burn one of these units to kill this tank off and then hit someone with higher health. I'm trying to think how much the Sunburst spell does. I think it's like 3. There's another Blazing Glory. So he'll try and get that guy up high. That's going to get him up 3, 7. So rude, man. Keeps killing my guys. He's probably going to lead off an attack with his Blazing Glory, I'd imagine. So I'll be at like 7 health. Which, you know, is fine. I'm going to go face and put myself back up. Adorable little imp is going to go get the Blazing Glory. I'll go get this guy in a minute, but you come in face or you keep in the gold? I honestly would go face. I'd only get 2 health back, but some people like their economy to be strong. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna feel really mean after this turn, maybe. Got the blind. I'm gonna hit him with the blind after I play this. So I'll get kind of that combo for at least one more turn. And hit like this. Crapola. I actually can't use this because there's a limit of the amount of artifacts you can have. So what I'm going to do is this. I hope that breaks the Divine Shield. It does not. Like this. So I have 2 charges left on the weapon. I'm gonna hit this guy first just because he gives more health back. That's the only reason. Kablam. Back up to 14. this hero or this character will heal 2 health at the end of the turn if they live, which they will live. Alright. Game on. 14-15. Deep into the 6th inning. I'm going to try something that might really backfire. But we'll see. First off, playing the Jester. As you can see, nothing glowed up there, so he doesn't have any spells, so basically a waste, but oh well. I'm going to play these guys, and I'm going to lead off an attack with my hero. Because these guys will become very strong towards the end of the turn. Hit that spell. I would expect a big card coming through for him. Hey, get out of there, cat. Okay. So it's going to seem like a waste, but I'm going to use my hero to attack that Holy Shield. So that'll bump me up to level 4 and make the other, now 3 guys on the board seem a little bit more scary. 2 guys on the board. Oh, damn it. Annoying. Hey. +2 attack for demons and a cleave. He's gonna have to kill one of them, and then I'm just gonna have to be smart about where I'm putting my. I guess I'm not gonna have to be smart because I'm forced to attack here. Boop, boop. Really good game. I do like his deck. Those archers really kind of ruined my surprise. Is he gonna go face? He did not go face. He's playing conservative. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I might lose this game, but that's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be curtains. We'll fight to the end though. That's it, he wins. Good game. I really don't want to end on a loss, so I'm going to take a couple seconds here. Look at the top guys. I've played this guy, the 8th guy, Liebe. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Actually, I had a decent game against him. He still won. And I faced a Grail. There's been some turnover. I feel like a couple accounts are not there anymore. Let's see where we're at. We're at 5,590. Or not 95, 87. 590 is the highest I've been thus far. Hoping to change that someday soon. Last one of the night, win or lose. Jeez.
Death answers my call.
Very likely another Zerg deck with some crazy spells later on. No. Maybe, yes. Too early. My boy, the Frenzied Maniac. I wish I had two of those. I should probably do that. We can see he might get a lot of hate right away. We'll throw that up too. That spells right now, but yeah, the amount of variety of creatures that comes out of this harvester is nuts. Less Zergy than I imagined. Yeah. Probably break his Borg ship on me. It is like the Borg. This guy is like my favorite undead thing. They're so powerful. Especially if they stack up. It's crazy. I wasted my Ignatius. I mean, not a good move on my part. I'm tired. Alright. I'm kind of hoping he plays some buildings. Like us balls deep into buildings. That would be cool. He doesn't. Okay. I'm gonna take out the Minotaur. A Minotaur. Alright. Such a bad start. It's all about damage mitigation at this point in time. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. There goes my tank. That's such a great card. I hate him, but it's a good card. Take him out. I'm just gonna try and clear the board. I'm just gonna take needless damage at this point. He's also gonna do the same, I bet. There we go. Attack with his hero, and I think he's gonna save that spider for a time when he needs a lot of crowd control. That would be what I would do. I don't quite got enough money-ish. I think that's a fireball. It's such a useless spell, but that's okay. There's that CC he's looking for. Kablam. It's my dude. Kill the tank. 36. 5, 8. 13 damage. He's gonna jack that guy up too. Smart. He'll attack with him and the other guy. That'll be up to like 9 damage, so maybe down to 2. He wins. Wow. Well played, man. I think that'll be it for me tonight. Sometimes when you're not playing well, it's just important to call it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you learned some tips, and it was nice to win a couple games for you guys, and then I just got Raffle Stomp at the end. So that's life. C'est la vie. Please tune in again for more Hex and Glory videos as I climb the proverbial mountaintop of Celestial. Have a good night. Bye-bye.